All right. Welcome, everyone, to the first episode of, quote, and I quote, this podcast can't be that bad podcast, hereby shortened to the Badcast from this point forward. I'm your host, Yellow Ice, but my real name is Isaiah. Here we have Graham,
Hello,
the
I am Graham.
second best O2 player
Yes,
in the
of
world,
course.
and we have Misbah, who self-titled the best O2 player in the world.
Hi there.
Of course.
Welcome,
of course.
everyone. How are you doing? How are you doing today?
Great. Very tired, but
Doing
not
just-
tired. It's fine.
Just fine and dandy over here, folks.
hmm
I actually had a pretty good start to my day. I got to see Graham without any glasses on, so
Oh shoot!
Wow. I
Yeah.
know. Super
pretty
hot.
happy right now. I'm super happy right now, actually.
Oh yeah.
So, for those who may not gotten the reference for the title or not know what this podcast is about, it's going to be an anime podcast where we discuss our personal opinions on current stuff that happens around the anime community, and give you some of our personal picks on what to watch for the week.
hmm
But that's just a theory.
On anime theory.
Hey, we don't want to get copyrighted, all right?
I
We're
know.
not gonna get copyrighted for that.
All right, so our first topic for today is Tower of God, not specifically the anime, but more so the background of it. Should anime studios look at webtoons and other visual novel type apps for inspiration for anime adaptations? Your opinions?
Mm.
Graham, do you want to start this off, or should I?
Yeah, I'll start it off. So, it's a cool idea that Crunchyroll took like the approach of getting like a bunch of webtoons and stuff for their streaming services, because a lot of those webtoons are really popular. Like Tower of God is super popular, and then God of High School is really popular, and Noble S, I'm pretty sure is finished now, is also popular. So there's a lot of potential with like some real good like ideas for animes and stuff. There's a what is it? There's a webtoon called Bastard that's on Webtoons, and it's phenomenal, and it has a good chance of getting like adapted. And if it does, it's gonna be so good.
Dude, Bastard is actually so good. It's
I know, it's so
genuinely a
good.
creepy thing too. Like a lot of horror, like I'm thinking about like this comparison like horror manga and stuff. I know there's like certain mangas out there like the Junji Ito Chronicles, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Am
yeah.
I saying
Junji
that
Ito
right?
collection.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know people like think that's like genuinely creepy, but like certain things when you like adapt them into anime, they don't come out like how they were originally intended, right?
Mhm.
So I don't know if they could do justice with Bastard like that, but I feel like there is it'll be a little bit easier because Bastard is a lot more plot driven than anything else.
Mhm.
So I feel like they're headed in the right direction as far as that's concerned. If they did adapt Bastard, I would certainly like give it a shot at least.
Dude, if they give it the same treatment as the manga and things, how it's like colorized and stuff, because the colors are like all really flushed and things, because the story
Yeah.
is really dark, so
Yeah.
it's great. Like if they do that, whew, again, that would slap. Like that would slap so hard.
Slap my knee.
Yeah.
So, do you guys think this is good for the anime community as a whole with the new influx of potential animated shows?
From a viewer's perspective, it's great, but like from a diehard anime fan. By the way, Tower of God currently has almost 30 million like people that have read it. So
It
That's
is one of the
pretty
most
impressive.
popular. Yeah, it's one of the most popular
It's probably one
webtoons
the
of all
most
time.
popular. I just really quickly looked that up right now because I was curious.
Yeah.
But while we're on the topic of that, we have a couple of like diehard anime fans that like don't want to acknowledge webtoons as like actually animated stuff because they're Korean based, right?
All right. Well, that's
So-
really dumb because there's American comics on there and stuff too. So it's not just Korean things.
Yeah, but like when we're talking about anime adaptations, right? There are certain like if you're like pitching for like the whole comic side of things too. There's some stuff that like from American comics and stuff that gets adapted into anime and stuff, but you don't really see like entire anime being built about it, right?
Mhm.
Right? You don't see like entire series coming out of it and stuff like that. So that's why that's the only point I can see like against it. But I'm all for it, to be completely honest. I think it's a great opportunity for a couple of artists to like finally get some recognition and stuff like that. Because I know it's not easy to like get recognized by like manga labels and stuff like that. So I think webtoons like makes it so that, how do I describe this? It gives them another avenue to be going to like get themselves recognized from, right?
Mhm.
I know there's a lot of artists on there that I at least were following on Twitter. They got picked up by webtoons. They started making webtoons full time. So I think it's really good that they're encouraging community by doing this kind of thing. So I think it's pretty cool.
I think it's
A lot
cool,
of cool
but I think this.
concepts.
Oh, I'm sorry, but
I said a lot of cool concepts have come out of it too. That's what I said.
Okay, that's true. But yeah, it's just with webtoons and the things that they're adapting, it seems like they're only adapting like really popular works like God of High School and Tower of God and Noblesse. Like those are all super popular webtoons. So I don't know if Basket would be adapted because it's not that popular, but that would be really cool if it did.
Fair.
And I don't know about
That's
other
the same
webtoons.
scenario with manga though too, right?
Yeah.
They do the exact same thing with manga as well. And while we're on the topic of adaptation, I guess we can kind of segue in what I was discussing a little bit earlier before we started this podcast.
Okay.
I feel like some studios are running out of stuff to adapt. Well, because there's not that many studios that do like original stuff nowadays, is there? A lot of studios just
Not
end up
that I
picking
know
a
of.
manga or like a light novel and stuff. Like I know Trigger like does some pretty original stuff, right?
Trigger does
And, like,
mostly
Kyoto
originals.
Animation. Yeah. And I
Kyoto
think Kyoto Animation sometimes does original stuff, but not so often
sometimes,
lately.
yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like they're running out of like good material to pick from, if I'm being honest. So having another avenue to get that kind of stuff from, and not going towards visual novel adaptations, which I mentioned earlier, before we started recording, is I'm not the biggest fan of them personally, because I feel like a visual novel adaptation kind of deprives the person who's watching it of all these like other different options, because part of the appeal behind a visual novel is choose your own adventure type thing, right? Is that you can go in and you can make your own choices and you can see where you end up, right? You can pick whatever route you want. You can pick good end, bad end. You can pick a happy end with whatever character you want, that kind of stuff, right? That's part of the appeal behind it. And adapting that takes away from that experience from the viewer side, right?
Yep.
So
We just lost Isaiah. Don't know where he went.
But yeah, like I was saying, this kind of takes away from some of the viewers' experience of these kinds of things, right? So having another like alternative for companies to go to is kind of like nice for me personally, because I'm like, now you don't have to make all these crappy visual novel adaptations. You could you have something else to rip off of instead.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's so much manga out there that people enjoy, so they're gonna adapt something, even if it's something that's really bad, like World's End Harem. Why is that getting an adaptation?
And to be completely honest, I've been like reading some of the manga. Once in a while, you'll get like a really good manga, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get like quintessential quintuplets. Like that's a pretty original idea, right? And it did really well. Demon Slayer, same thing. For a really original idea, came out really well. But like a majority of them don't make it to adaptations, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have all these webtoons out there that are garnering more attention. I don't know how popular webtoons are in Japan, actually, now that I think about it.
I don't know, actually.
If the Japanese media companies are the ones that are licensing this kind of stuff, right? They're going to look at what's popular in their home country, right? They're not going to care about what's going on in the US. Crunchyroll, on the other hand, cares about that kind of stuff because they're based here in the US, right? Their whole job is to bring the Japanese like media and everything over here, like the Asian media here to the Westerns.
It's like Funimation.
Stuff, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
So the fact that they're licensing something that's popular here is a genius idea. I don't know how good like Tower of God's doing in Japan. Are you aware of it?
I am not aware of it. I just know that it was a really popular webtoon and it's garnered a lot of attention on webtoons itself.
So Crunchyroll will probably keep doing this. I don't know about other companies picking it up because mainly other companies might not see a benefit behind it, right? Like obviously at the end of the day, they're looking for sales, they're looking for money. Webtoons might not be giving that to them, at least from the Japanese side of things, but here in the US, I am excited to see like what companies like Funimation and Crunchyroll are looking to do with this medium, where they take it, because they're basically going to be pioneers in this genre, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not it lives or dies, the webtoon adaptation genre, it's all up to them, right?
Mm-hmm. There was a time where people were just like, oh, I wish a webtoon could get adapted, and they're finally getting adapted. Like, when I saw that, like, Twitter post saying that Crunchyroll partnered with Webtoon to create, like, comics, I was just like, okay, well, I feel like that's just going to fall through. And then I didn't really believe it. And then they showed the Crunchyroll originals, and I started getting really hype. And I was like, whoa, this is cool. So, it could be a new thing.
Actually, Battle of High School, or
The God of High School?
The God of High School.
Yeah.
That's actually getting adapted by Mappa. Fun fact.
Dude, the animation for that looks sick. Like, it looks so cool.
And I'm very excited.
Yeah.
And for those of you who aren't aware of, Mappa is very famous for a lot of very good animation. Some shows such as Dororo, Yuri on Ice, Inuyashiki, which I don't know if they should be known about the animation for that because it was like half CG, but it was still pretty good in my opinion.
And
Zombieland Saga.
they're doing the last season of Attack on Titan. So,
Yes, which they recently got a hold of, and I don't know. I'm kind of glad, but I'm kind of surprised that the previous studio did not hold on to the rights for that.
I don't know what
I
was
feel
going
like
on
that was
there.
like one of their big money makers there, right? Like I don't know what Studio Wit is thinking, because I don't know, like, what are they working on something else big? I don't think so.
I have no
Right?
idea what went on, what went down
Like
in
if you
Studio
look at
Wit's studio.
like the top shows, I know they're working on like Vinland Saga and stuff right now, but
Well,
like
Vinland Saga's
they don't
done.
really- it's
So,
already done, right?
yeah.
So I don't know like what other kind of project they could possibly be working on.
All right, he back.
Yeah, because if you look at the top like shows that Studio Wit's like worked on, literally their top 3 shows are Attack on Titans seasons 1 through 3. So they don't really have much else going for them. I don't know. I'm kind of curious why they did it, but who knows?
I think
don't
that's their
know.
biggest moneymaker, but they still made some other really good shows. Like they've made After the Rain, they made Ancient Magus
Maybe
Bride.
they just want to
They
stop,
made
but,
a
like,
bunch
why
of
don't you
other
stop
stuff.
at the last season? You already have the attention for it, right? Like the attention already exists for it. With Attack on Titan part 2 of season 3, you had like it's literally ranked number 7 right now.
Yeah, and Mel.
So, and you have over like a 9 out of 10 star rating on it. Like that's really good. There's only like 10 shows that have ever gotten up that high.
Yeah, I was watching a podcast actually yesterday with Giguk and a couple of other characters like Sea Dog VA. I don't know if you know who he is, and then the Anime Man and things. And they were talking about Attack on Titan season 4. Like if this next season is like adapted as well as the manga, or even better than the manga, then this could become a modern classic, which is crazy to think. Like Attack on Titan is
host
already
back.
kind of a hello
See,
host.
we say that though, but this 4th season would be the classic part of it, right? Because we're thinking about Attack on Titan, the series as a whole. It's definitely good, and I think that there's a lot of potential. There was a lot of potential with it. There's a lot of plenty of good parts in there too, right? But there's a couple parts where it fell off of. Specifically the second season. The second season did not do nearly as well in my opinion.
Yeah, season 3
like-
or season 3 part 2, especially season 3 part 2.
Yeah, those did really good.
Yeah.
And this first season did a really good job of establishing it, but season 2 kind of, when you compare it to like the series as a whole, it kind of fell off in my opinion.
I like season 2 honestly. I think season 2 is very underrated.
If you like sat through the whole thing though and you made it past it, this is just from my personal viewing experience. I feel like it was a good show.
I love Attack on Titan. Like I thought the first season was pretty good when I watched it, but the second season onward, it slaps. Like it's so good.
Yeah. So, yeah. Speaking of stuff that's up and coming, this is actually a pretty smooth segue here. Welcome back, Isaiah. By the way.
What topic is it right now?
We're going to segue onto our next topic, which is the delay of anime. Is that good or bad? Movie delays. Seven Deadly Sins got delayed. The Demon Slayer movie got delayed. We're all sad about that. We're all crying. Screw you, coronavirus. By the way, hopefully everyone is staying safe out there. I know the sanctions in Michigan have lifted a little bit, but still make sure you're wearing a mask. Make sure you maintain your distance from everyone, and only leave your house if you absolutely have to, right? And also, please be respectful to the curfew. We don't want you guys getting in trouble. But yeah, moving on to our topic at hand here, we have the delay of anime. Now, there are a lot of anime we were all excited for this spring coming out.
And then nope.
And then Corona hit. So just to name a couple, Re:Zero second season was supposed to come out. Monogatari's second season was supposed to come out.
Third season.
I should say.
Yeah.
And then I think Fire Force's next season was supposed to come out, but don't quote me on that.
I don't think so. I think it was always.
Was it originally set? Was it always set for that?
I think it was always set for the summer, but I could be wrong.
Right.
I see. But anyways, also the movie, a bunch of movies got delayed too, right? We had Demon Slayer's movie. I was really excited for that. I was gonna go watch it in theaters and everything too, but the theaters, okay. As far as movies are concerned, I think they made a smart decision postponing those, right?
Yeah.
Because if you're trying to sell out a theater and it's quarantined, theaters are closed, you're not gonna make any money off of it. And your opening weekend is probably gonna be your biggest thing, right? Yeah. And you're not looking to do another run of it probably later. You're probably looking to sell Blu-rays and stuff later anyways.
Dude, I think the biggest cry for me was I wanted to see the Made in Abyss movie. It came out in the beginning of April, and people were saying it's so good. And it was coming to America, and then coronavirus hit, and then they had to delay it.
Yeah, I am excited to see that when it comes out.
I'm super hyped to see that.
Yeah, this is very good. It's a very good show.
Very good.
We talk about Kaguya-sama though, and that's one
Oh.
thing that I'm very glad that they got it all done ahead of time. See, this is why you do your homework ahead of time. All right, this is
Well,
why you're always prepared. You don't be like the other studios and just like cram it at the last minute, right?
dude, it's very rare that studios plan things out really well. It's hard. Like,
Yeah.
it's not easy
Yeah.
to do.
Mhm.
Kaguya-sama dodged
another thing,
virus.
I have like
Mhm.
I have like no like I don't know what they do right at studios and stuff like that, but isn't it possible for them to just like do it from home, animate it?
Mm, I don't think
Normally,
so.
I would say
I'm sorry.
no because they would need a lot of hardware, and some people,
Yes,
like the
yes.
animators themselves, they don't own it. It's the company's property,
Yeah.
and all of it's all embedded within the system in their studio. So I don't think if they just take it out, it'll serve them much,
Mhm.
if at all.
Okay, that's fair. And also another thing I was thinking about is just working just might be a lot easier. Actually, what they also might be doing is they might be working on it from home, right? But they're working on it at a slower pace because you can't have meetings as often, you can't be sending stuff around as often, right? So they might still be working on it, and that's why they didn't like postpone it into summer because it does look like quarantine's gonna keep going. They didn't postpone it past summer is what I meant to say because it does look like quarantine might keep going through the summer, right?
No, no, no.
So-
It got lifted. I'm pretty sure on the 15th.
Not
Everything is open. Well, at least for us in Michigan.
We're gonna have a second thing though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
We're
we're
gonna
gonna have
have
a
a
second wave. Yeah.
I have like zero doubt that we're not gonna.
We're
Have
definitely gonna have a second wave.
Yeah.
yeah. We might even have a wave right now with all these people grouping up for the riots and stuff.
Yes, and that is not
Maybe.
good.
Yeah, we're talking
Give it
about
to-
just Michigan here. If we think about Japan and the animator side of things, they're like partially open. They're not completely open right now, so it is gonna slow things down for them a little bit. But they probably are still working at home and like they're doing as much as they can with
Mhm.
like the circumstances, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But Kaguya-sama this season, it picked such a good time to come out. And
Mhm.
that's one thing I wanted to talk about. I don't know if it's luck. I don't know if they planned for this to happen. Maybe they're behind coronavirus. Who knows?
Wow, that is not true.
Not true at all, by the
Yeah.
way. But I'm just saying they got so they did so well. Like they picked the perfect time to come out.
Dude, have
They
you
picked-
seen the animation for it? Like, it's
the animation,
incredible.
The whole show is amazing.
Yeah, it's
The fact that
incredible.
you picked the time to release it when literally every other major title is postponed is like, oh, amazing,
I know.
genius.
Yeah, this new
Incredible
season
show.
is hype.
5-head calculation.
Five
yeah.
head.
You have other shows coming out this season too, like you had Tower of God. People are hype about that and stuff, right?
Fruits Basket was airing
Yeah.
as well.
Fruits Basket's
my-
doing really well too.
Yeah.
We're talking about Otome Game. We're
Oh,
talking about
yes,
that
yes.
show. That
The
show's doing
Otome
really
Game.
well as well.
Yeah.
Kakushigoto's doing very good as well.
Mhm.
You have the last season of Shokugeki no Soma, I think. Is it the last season?
It got delayed.
5th season. It says
Yes, it
still
is.
Air. Oh,
It's the last
probably aired a
season.
couple episodes. That's it.
They
wanna
aired
talk
3
about-
and then they stopped.
If you guys want to talk about what's doing good right now, Haikyuu is maintained #1 because of Corona. It's maintained the
Thank you,
#1
Haikyuu.
spot.
Well,
So Haikyuu is
he's
benefiting.
turned into a bookworm as well. That's also been doing very well.
I see you disagreeing with that, Graham. Why the shaking the head?
only because Haikyuu is like, it's not airing right now. Like, I understand that it's probably really popular, but like, it finished. The second season was supposed to air in the summer or the fall or something. I think it got delayed, but I don't remember. Actually, I have to double check that. I'm checking it right now.
Do you think this is good? The delay, is it good for animators? Because will it give them more time to flesh out some details that they
No.
wanted to?
No.
Or
I don't think so. No. This is not this is my chance to put more effort into it
Yeah,
kind of scenario. This is oh my god, I can't work on anything right now because
Yes.
of the stupid virus kind of scenario.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're not giving them more time. In fact, they probably hate the virus for this.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, we're making their job harder for them by delaying it. Right?
Yep.
Or they're making their jobs harder for them by delaying it. In fact, I think that some animators might have wanted more time to get it done, if anything. Like,
Probably.
yeah, they probably would want until like at least midsummer to fall to do it, but they don't have that luxury. They have to make it in time for the season to start, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's one show this season though where I'm just like, you guys could have delayed it and worked on it, and it would have been much better. And that's Glipnir Like, I had such high hopes for this show. Honestly.
Yes, you did. You talked about it a
I had
lot.
hopes for this show. And I watched like some of the fight scenes and stuff. I'm like, this was actually pretty
Oh my
good.
gosh, the fight scenes
But,
are
like,
so good in that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna say like one thing really quickly. Did you see the episode where like he has like that girl with the ears like possessing him, right?
I think so.
Yeah, and then they like die, quote unquote. They get like crushed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Okay, I'll show you it later. But
I'll show you
there's-
later.
I was watching that and I was comparing it because I read the manga too, right? I was comparing it to the manga scene, and I'm like, this is exactly how I pictured the manga scene looking.
That's
Which I
really
don't say
good.
with a lot of manga adaptations and stuff, right?
Mhm.
But like this scene specifically, I think they did justice to it. But the show overall, it just needed a lot more time, I suppose. So this is one show that I would feel like you should have just postponed it. You should have just said not today and then just postponed it.
Yeah, makes sense. Good thing that Food Wars got postponed. They don't have more time to work on it because of coronavirus, but the
Who
show
knows?
itself looks horrible.
They could bring it back. They could bring it back and like just have like fixed everything. knows?
Maybe. I don't think so though.
Yeah. Is it plot issues they're having with it, or is it just animation just not good?
Well, the animation since season 3 has not been good. Like, it hasn't been stellar. It's just been like a bunch of stills on screen, which is really annoying. It's like you're watching a PowerPoint presentation. And then,
Oh, that's disappointing.
yeah, and then the last season, coupled with the fact that it's a PowerPoint presentation, the last season has a lot of plot issues because, like, it should have ended last season, like season 4. Season 5 just seems like some like weird tack on with a horrible story and like the whole blue trial thing that's going on. Like apparently it's really bad. Yeah, it goes
That's
into like the
disappointing.
NTR
I actually
route.
don't hate Food Wars, but I do agree that the initial shock of the show, like, oh my god, it's like food porn or that kind of stuff, right? I feel like it faded off after like second or third season. Then I was like, okay, it's just a cooking show now.
I mean, the second, third seasons were still good in my opinion. The third
Yeah, they were
season
still
was
good, don't get me
starting to
wrong.
get a little questionable. But
Second season was probably my favorite out of all of them, though.
I like the first one the best. The first one is phenomenal.
They set up so many things in the first season. But anyways, let's move on to the stuff that got delayed. And this next summer, this upcoming summer is gonna be very interesting. You have all the stuff that was supposed to come out last season, coupled with all the things that are already supposed to come out in summer. So we have ReZero second season. Everyone's like looking forward to this.
I'm
super
so
excited.
hyped for that.
I'm so hyped for this as well. Hopefully, okay. I've always like if we're like comparing Rem and Amelia, I'm gonna be honest. I have an unpopular opinion. I don't like either of them. Just kidding. I like Amelia.
Oh, you're like Isaiah.
Amelia.
Yeah. Dude, Amelia's nice.
It's the
But-
only right choice.
All right, I rewatched the whole show from start to finish again with one of my friends because I was watching it with him, and like if you like compare both of if you compare like first initial meeting Amelia, and like initial meeting Rem, and then you compare like what happens afterwards, like it's kind of unfair for Amelia if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I think it's unfair for all the characters since, you know,
the way
Subaru
that the plot's
dies
set
and
up,
then
though-
resets.
With the plot set up though, it's set up so that Rem gets to spend more time with Subaru anyways, right?
That's true.
Like not Rem, Subaru and Amelia are separated the whole time. There's like almost like there's like a small arc where like Rem and Amelia and Subaru are all in the same environment, right? And then after that they end up splitting up, right?
Yeah.
But I think this next season will highlight Amelia a lot more. I'm judging that by the cover art, right? It shows Amelia and Subaru together. So
Yeah.
I think it'll be like Subaru trying to solve Amelia's issues, which is pretty interesting because it did leave off on a pretty decent cliffhanger too. But I am very excited for this season. Yes. All
Yeah,
right, moving on to the next one.
Wait. Before we continue, I just want to say Ram best girl.
All right.
Dude,
Why
Ram
do
is
we invite you?
Ram is
the pink-haired
hilarious. Yes, the pink haired one.
Ram?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I was talking about unpopular opinions. That's one right there.
Dude, Ram is so funny.
All right, so
All right, I just like her because she keeps calling you Subaru Maru.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
all right, so we have another one coming out. Supposed to be this summer. Is excuse my Nihonjin.
hmm
Yahare ore no soesun love comedy wa machigatteru kan.
Oh yes, that is
Okay,
Oragairu.
it's Oragairu.
Yeah.
Yep, that's Oragairu's third season.
Yes, very hype.
Now-
Great show.
All right. I still have issues with the fact that the second season is animated by a different studio, and I feel like it should go back to the first studio from season 1. But you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. I just want another fucking season at this point.
I know, honestly. Yeah, but
Say they got the 7 Deadly Sin treatment.
Yeah.
no, that is not true.
No, okay.
It's
Seven
way
Deadly
better.
Sin doesn't- No, please.
Yeah.
Exactly, please. do
The
not-
second
do not deal with
season-
Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah, the second season of Oragairu is animated by a studio known as Feel, but the problem with that
Period.
is that
Period.
Feel period, yeah. But the problem with
Feel.
that is the animation looks smooth and like the character designs look smoother than the Brains based first season.
They chatified the main character.
Yeah,
I
in
mean,
the
they
first season,
chatified him.
the first season, the way it looked was so nice. Everything looked really crude,
Perfect.
but it matched.
Exactly.
Yeah, it matched what
the
it looked
aesthetic.
like. Yeah.
I mean, the kind of like setting you're trying to create here matched it,
Mhm.
and that's why I liked it. But then they made the main character who's supposed to he's supposed to like not look like a Chad, right? He's supposed to look like your average guy with like some really dead eyes and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But like, they made him look cool. Why?
Why?
He looks like handsome Squidward.
He looks like handsome Squidward. That is not true.
All right, he's not that pretty,
He's not
but he's
bad.
still pretty.
Wow.
And I don't like what they did to the girls too. By the way,
Yeah, they look.
I feel like I like the art style from the first season way better than anything else. But I am excited to see where the plot leads off, because they did leave it off on a pretty big cliffhanger, and it seems like they're actually going to be going into some of the actual romantic stuff very soon. So I am excited to see this adaptation that is coming up.
Yeah, this is
Then we
very
move on
different.
to Sword Art Online, Alicization, War of the Underworld, Season 2. I heard that's the last part of this was very good, Graham.
I think the last part of this is going to be really good because the last part was the setup for the war, and now this part is gonna be more of the war, and Kirito will not be a vegetable anymore. Sorry, that was a spoiler.
Oh.
Yeah, but yeah, Alkalization, the last season was real good. Like, I like this whole like arc. I think it's really nice. I think it's better than most arcs because Kirito and Yu-Gi-Oh! I really like them a lot and things. And then the whole war arc is kind of boring, but the whole like trying to turn AIs into real people and stuff, that's really cool to me. Like, they're trying to get Alice, who is this real AI and things, out of the program so that people can like use her for like their personal gain and stuff, and then people are fighting over it. Like, it's really interesting in my opinion.
All right, I'm excited. I'm
Yeah.
excited to see where the ratings go. Not excited to see the show because I don't like Sword Art Online.
Yes,
But
not many people
Don't worry,
do.
anything's
you know
better
what?
than.
It has bad rep for it. But I feel like if people kept watching, I'm talking to myself too when I'm saying this. If I kept watching, I might like it because I heard the last season is still like it's way better than the initial parts.
Sorry, Arc, don't worry.
Oh yes, everything is
onward.
better than the second part of the first season.
Yeah.
Next we have Fire Force Season 2.
Two.
I think?
Yep, not
Yes.
watching.
Me means 2.
Yes,
By the
knee
way.
does mean two.
I know R.
I know R. Yeah.
But anyways, I have seen all of the first season of Fire Force. Honestly, it left off on a pretty good note on the last season. It's like set up for a lot of different things, so I'm very glad. I basically had no doubt in my mind that they were going to lock us what's it called? Announce the second season, because I think they actually said at the end of the last episode that they're going to do a second season. So I'm just like, hey, second season, let's go! Woo!
Every bridge we burn.
So, Fire Force, very excited about it. If they keep with the animation that they had before, because I do like the breakdancing parts in it. The fight scenes are
that's
very
sick.
nice.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, I really dig it. And then they also get Mrs. Green Apple to do the opening again. Easy clap.
Oh, easy
You will-
clap.
Easy.
Yeah, easy.
Alright. Yeah, exactly.
Nexus Kanojo.
Oh boy,
Wait,
rent a
wait,
girlfriend.
Manga, okay. Anime adaptation, probably not gonna be okay.
Manga slaps.
Manga, not slap.
Yeah,
That's
not
why I'm
slap.
like,
Oh.
probably not gonna be good.
Yeah, everyone says the protagonist is awful. Like, he's like a self-insert that's really, really bad. Like, he's the most perverted. Like,
OC. Oh no.
yeah. He's
Alright,
like the most
we have-
perverted MC.
No.
That's like one of the worst things you can have when you have like, okay, one of the reasons why we have harem animes that are actually good, like Bokuben, good anime, good main character, because they actually have character development the entire time. It has like good plot. It has good character development because each of the characters like develop as characters, right?
Mhm.
And then Another thing is like what's it called? Quintessential quintuplets. That has actual character development. The character actually like develops something. I don't know if it's love or something, but like
I mean, I
It's something
assume that's
love.
what it is. Yeah, it's love. It has to be.
Right?
Attachment?
Yeah, attachment.
No, because here's the thing: the main character in Pokemon doesn't love the girls by the end of the show.
Oh, spoilers.
He,
Wait. One more thing about Rent a
if
Girlfriend.
thing is true about Rent a Girlfriend, then that is a terrible plot decision. What you need is like a character who comes in. He's like, okay, like I'm a character. I'm here. I'm a main character. He's obviously gonna get a lot of girls and stuff, right? But they need to make him grow as a character. That's how you get like good plot out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I've never read this at all, so I know nothing about it other than the fact that it's called Rent a Girlfriend, so he literally rents a
I
girlfriend.
read the synopsis. What it sounds like is some lonely, horny college kid who just wants a girlfriend,
Yeah, yeah.
which we can all relate to.
Which you can all
At least on
relate
some
to.
level.
Yeah,
At least on some level.
on some
But
level.
yeah,
But if okay,
But,
so
like-
have you seen the mangas like illustrations and things? Whew, it slaps. I'm sorry, I keep saying slaps, but they look really nice.
no, you're right. The
Yeah.
illustrations are amazing. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. But the plot, I care about plot. I can stare at this picture all day.
Yeah,
It doesn't give me any plot.
yeah, no plot. I mean, it gives you plot, but no plot.
Not that
If
kind
you
of
guys-
plot.
If you guys want plot, we have No Gun Life second season by Madhouse.
All right, we're gonna skip this one actually.
Yeah, we're gonna skip this one too.
No one
I don't-
likes No Gun Life.
The first
This is a
season was
second season
okay.
that shouldn't have happened. Okay, this should not have happened.
It got confirmed as soon as the
Madhouse-
first season
Madhouse
started.
has better things to work on than this. All right.
I've heard the show's really weird, and I saw the first like episode, and it was promising, but apparently it ended really horribly. Like at least like
What's-
ratings
where's-
wise.
where's my No Game No Life season 2. All right. That's all I'm saying.
Wow. Wait, is that Madhouse actually?
Yeah, it is Madhouse. They
Yeah.
made No Game No Life.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
How do I not know?
It took them 17 fucking years to make a
17.
sequel. 17 years, and you're making fucking No Guns Life season 2.
Yeah, it's because
Why?
the mangaka and things took a break for a really long time, and then she came back and made like a second season. At least Clamp did.
17-year break. 17
All right.
years.
All right, I
Next
feel like we
is
should skip
Mao.
We're
all
skipping the
these.
next one too. We're skipping the next
Oh.
one too.
Okay, there goes that one, I guess.
Here goes that
This
one.
one, not this one. Next one.
Zaki, John?
All right, now we're talking.
What
here,
is
all right?
this?
Studio Engi?
Studio Engi. What is this studio?
All right, but
Engi.
now
Yes,
we're
sir.
talking. Okay, all I'm saying is the tooth. All right, easy.
They only have 2 animations.
It has the tooth, and then on her breasts, it says
Hey,
Sugoi.
hey.
Sugoi. Wow, it's so big. Wow.
What is
Their
this?
other project has been Hatage Kimono Michi.
Yeah, and that
Look,
came out
alright.
like 2 seasons ago. So
Exactly, and it wasn't even that good.
Seasons.
yeah, I don't know.
All right, we're gonna skip very far ahead onto the God
Peter
of War,
Grill.
which I am very excited about.
Wait, you might have skipped a couple.
Yeah, I skipped 2.
Oh, okay,
We're not
okay.
gonna talk
Yeah.
about.
Okay, that's fine.
You,
That's fine.
you escape Peter Grill and Decadence.
Wait,
Let's
wait,
talk
wait.
about the anime that actually matters.
Wait,
which is God
Decadence
of
is
High
fine.
School. Let's go.
Wait, I want to talk about Decadence actually.
Okay, talk about
It
that.
has Studio Nut.
Yeah, the studio is Studio Nut. You know what else they made? Yojo Senki, which is the Lolly
You know
Hitler
what else
anime.
they made? FLCL alternative. Moving on.
FLCO's alternative. I don't know. It could be good because Yojo Senki, at least animation-wise, was really nice. I don't like the
We
character
see both
designs.
Sides of the same coin, Graham.
Yes, that is true.
Wow.
Now,
Yes.
God of High School. There we go.
All right.
Everyone's looking
If
forward
you
for this
have
one.
Not seen the trailer for this show? Do yourself a favor and go watch it right now.
Yeah,
We're
we'll play it here.
put it somewhere in the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah.
This show looks so good. I want to nut over it. I mean,
Oh,
what?
I mean, what?
oh.
I
It
don't
does
wanna
look
nut
really
over the
nice.
characters, but the animation is just so good.
All right.
Everything you want out of a high school battle anime, but good.
See, the problem with this
No hair
is
apart, that's
I've heard a lot about God of High School, and I've heard it's only fights. Like, there's not really much of a story, and apparently people
I
don't
don't
like
care,
that.
bro. I want to see people beat the shit out of each other.
I mean, yeah, that's probably all I'm gonna watch it for. Like, the animation is sick. Like, the
Only
fight
thing I haven't
choreography.
Got over it is why does everyone look like they got sunburn on their nose?
Wow.
Probably just like the
Have
art
you guys
style.
like, noticed that? Like, but why is everyone like Omega flushed on their nose?
Oh, wait, what?
I guess.
Alright,
it might
okay,
just
I
be
got
the
it.
artist's style. I don't know.
Can you guys guess who the protagonist is? Yes, right. It's the one with the goggles on his head.
Dude, I wonder
No.
who it is. I don't know. It could be anyone.
Could be
He's
anyone.
like, he's like the discount guy from fucking Digimon.
Yes, exactly. He does look like the guy from Digimon.
That's really funny, actually.
Fucking Walmart.
Yeah.
Walmart Digimon.
Next, Monster Musume.
Another monster show.
We're skipping it.
And I'm focusing on this one. I'm gonna study
We're gonna
that
skip
one.
Everything else this season because nobody cares about it, and we're gonna move on to actually. I
Oh,
think we
animation.
covered everything.
Oh, it's an
think we
etchy,
covered
and it's
pretty
based
much
off a light
everything.
novel, so it's gonna be bad. But
There's a special coming out this season about a math problem.
that's disgusting.
Hi.
It says 22/7, 22 divided by 7, and then it has colon 8 plus 3 question mark.
Where is that?
Okay, we got 22 divided by 7. It's a ratio.
Any math majors that know this, please solve it and leave in the comments below.
Leave it in the comments below. Oh! This is the Idol Girls show. The Idol Girls show was called 22-7
Alright, so
or
8
something.
plus 3 is 11. Alright.
Actually,
Two head.
everything else looks horrible. Like, I'm looking at everything else and everything looks bad. This Attack on Titan movie might be good. It's a recap movie though, so I don't know.
I mean, of course, it's gonna be good then if they're recapping all the good parts of Attack on Titan.
They're recapping all of it, like seasons 1 through 4.
Oh my god, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot in like a 2-hour movie. I don't know.
Probably gonna cut out some important parts, some of the good fights.
Yeah, they're
How
not.
are you gonna?
They're,
How are you gonna cut out the whole fight with the armored Titan though?
they're not gonna cut that out. They're not gonna cut out the Beast Titan fight. They're not gonna cut out the fight with Levi and like the soldiers and stuff. That fight is so hype.
Yeah, if you haven't like done it already, do yourself a favor. Go watch Attack on Titan.
Yes, it's
You can-
very
you can
good.
But
Yes.
anyways, personal picks for this season.
Wait, we gotta talk about this one too. It's like Dokyu Hentai X Eros.
Huh?
What do you?
Oh,
What is
this one?
Yes, what is this? Okay, in a world on the verge of a great disaster that
Oh
began
my
5 years
God.
ago, heroes who, with the help of a device called X Eros, used the power of ecchi and erotic power to save the planet from live to devour. Oh my!
What is this?
What is this? I actually kind of want to
sounds-
watch this. This sounds really
We already
funny.
know.
This sounds
we
super
already know.
degenerate, but
I'm part of the science team. We'll have to analyze that. So, our end note will be personal picks, one from each of us. What are you eyeing?
Up from spring or summer?
just anything. I
You're
think.
anyone that you're focused on, you're interested, want to give a little shout out to the
I am
fans.
very, very interested in. If you guys haven't already seen it, go watch Kakushigoto because I've seen scenes from it and it honestly looks really good. It's a comedy slice of life shown in anime, and it's about this guy who's a father who draws like ecchi manga, right? That's what he does, and he has a daughter, and he's like a single father, and he has a daughter, and the entire like anime is about him trying to protect his daughter, trying to protect her innocence, right? Because he obviously doesn't do like child-friendly stuff, but he's trying to protect his daughter's innocence throughout the whole thing. So it was a pretty good, like, heartwarming story about a father trying to take care of his daughter by himself, while also trying to keep her innocence at the same time, and also trying to keep his profession up. So I thought it was a pretty interesting premise. I saw a couple clips of it, saw the commercial for it. Pretty good. Give it a shot.
Not to be confused with your manga sensei.
Yes.
Okay,
not too
Aramanga
confused with
Sensei is
that.
just garbage.
Yes.
If you honestly confuse it with that, you're actually a degenerate.
Yeah, but if you do like Kakushigoto, you should also check out Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei because it's made by the
Yes.
same person.
And you can tell too, because the characters are drawn kind of similarly.
Yeah, he has this really weird style of like sharp
Really-
like eyes and like I don't know, just like
Very
jagged
lanky
like
as
people.
well.
Yeah, and lanky people. So
For my pick, so we were talking about SAO earlier. In my opinion, this is the better SAO, which is the alternative.
alternative is
alternative.
alternative is overrated.
GGO?
Yeah,
Okay.
GG alternative.
GGO is better than all the SAOs that came behind it. All right, I'm telling you this right now.
That is a
But
lie.
as far as Alicization, I haven't seen Alicization yet, so I can't tell you guys. But I feel like GGO is good.
All right,
It's
so
better than season 2.
having seen all of them, I have to disagree because I do not like GGO. I think GGO is very overrated. I think it's just they're just doing like the 2 battles and like the characters kind of not really endearing and things, and the characters aren't that interesting. It's not like mainline Sword Art Online. I love GGO, by the way, like the actual game of GGO. Like I think it's cooler than Sword Art Online, like with the guns and like the whole thing. Like I think that's
I
really
agree
cool.
with that too, actually.
But
That's one thing I did like from the second season.
I don't know, like Len's fine, I guess. The coolest thing is that the voice actor plays both the young Len in the game and then the old Len, like in real life and stuff, But yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of GGO alternative.
We'll leave that discussion for another time.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. I am your host.
Wait. I didn't say. Yeah, I didn't say mine.
I thought he already said his.
No, I didn't. You guys couldn't order. I was just like, all right, guys, see you later. Forget my choice.
Nah, let me hear it.
All right, so I guess my choice will be. I'm gonna give 2 shows actually, if that's okay.
Oh my.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give both the Otome Game Show and Kaguya a shout out because both of those shows have blown my expectations away.
Kaguya, we all saw it coming. All right.
We did all see it coming. Because everyone says that even after the first season, Kaguya starts getting really grounded in terms of like the plot and the characters and stuff, and that's what you can see. They're focusing more on that and less on the comedy, even though the comedy is extremely strong in the second season. Like they're focusing a lot more on developing the characters, which is really nice because the characters already have a lot of depth and complexity to them, so that's really nice. But with the Otome, yes, she does have her own dance. And Kaguya also has her own dance in the latest episode, which is hype. Like, it's so fun. It copies the Vogue dance from Madonna. But anyway, the other show is the Otome Game Show. So if you don't know what the Otome Game Show is, it's a show about this girl, and she gets reincarnated into a new world, but the new world is her favorite Otome game called Fortune Lover. And she gets reincarnated as the villain in that game, and what she has to do is prevent her fate, because her fate is only bad ends, where she gets exiled or killed. Yeah. So she tries to befriend everyone in the game, and like herself as a character, she's like really dumb. So all the situations that she's in and all the things that she thinks of are just really straightforward and fun, but her character is really endearing, and all the characters grow because of her. And you get to see, okay, so in most reincarnated, like into another world shows, you don't get to see the character's past life, but in this show, you get to see the character's past life, and it's really interesting. So you should definitely check that show out. It's by Silverlink, and they made things like Nanan Biori and like Tanaka is Always Listless. I like that show a lot. So yeah, you should check it out. It's phenomenal. That's my pick.
Yeah. Now we can.
And I can get to the conclusion. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Yellow Eyes. We have our 2 co-hosts here with Graham and Misbah. Not confused by the discrete names of Misbah and Graham.
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Either or.
And either or. And you guys have been listening to entitled "This Podcast Gonna Be That Bad Podcast," hereby shortened to the Badcast.
Badcast.
But yeah, everyone stay safe, and I don't know how often we're gonna be doing this. Probably like 2 times a week, maybe. Yes.
Times a week. See, I would have personally done for like once every 2 weeks, so we let stuff develop, and then we can talk about that.
That's fine. Okay, yeah. Well, we can do that.
All right, so you heard it here, folks. 2 weeks from now, next episode, guaranteed. Not said by me.
Yeah, of course. 2 weeks from now. Yeah, of course.
We're signing out. Everyone have a good day or night, and stay safe. And we will catch you guys later. Peace.
Peace.
Bye-bye. Hey, Graham.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
I actually left.
I did not mean to do that.
Graham, boop.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. I didn't want to bring it up.